Hello, and welcome back to Manapod Studios. I am the host of Champignons de la Liberté, Griffou Bernal. My pronouns are he, him, and I'm very excited to be back here on this wonderful Monday evening with the cast and crew who I refer to online as the Champignons. Well seasoned, of course. Before we go any further... Oh, sorry. Before we go any further, let's go ahead and meet said Champignons.
Hello, I'm Retro Ted. Pronouns he, him. I play Jiggles the Heckler. Pronouns they, them. And Jiggles is pleased to have some more blood for his cloak to be covered in. The last stuff was getting a bit old. It smells a bit. But viscera, blood is back. All is good.
Blood. Hey, I'm Pan. My friends are he, him. He, they. I play Joyous Hartwell. He's he, him, and he is tired. He is he got a bit of kicking, so he's licking his wounds.
Hi, my name is Vinny. Pronouns are she, her. I play Emma Boomtower, also she, her. And Emma is very, very excited to have new friends and a mystery to solve.
Hi, everyone. My name is Inez. My pronouns are she, her. And today I will be playing Jet, whose pronouns are also she, her. Jet today is, isn't she always feeling like a little bit like mysterious? Like she doesn't really trust Emma yet, but also she's accomplished. She feels accomplished about the battle that we had, I think. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How does one feel mysterious?
I think a better word is suspicious. She feels suspicious, and she's just a little suspicious of this new friend that we've acquired.
Suspicious.
Yeah.
Is it natural or is it drugs?
Who knows? Oh, and by the way, I want everyone to know that we do not do half drag here. This is a full piece. So I just wanted everyone to know that I came correct today.
People were wondering. I was curious.
Yes. Everyone in the chat was curious, down. Of course.
You're not wearing sweatpants under the table.
Exactly.
Oh my god, it's a great idea.
Well,
I'm gonna wear like a tux on top and just like nothing.
There's a certain
Nothing
host
cool.
of a world famous drag show that does exactly that.
Exactly.
Well, there you go.
Mm-hmm. We'll not
That's me.
name any
That's
names.
actually me.
I don't want that fracking money coming after me. Previously on Champignons de la Liberté, as you might have noticed, we picked up a new comrade, I think is the term that we're using, Emma Boomtower, who has come this way to figure out what this falling star is all about, and was quite helpful as we got to a farm and had to deal with the creatures known as yellow musk thralls, zombies empowered not by the necromantic power of undeath, but rather by the opposite, the power of life and plants. Kind of, I don't know, that's the first time I actually thought about it that way.
I like it.
These zombies had yellow tendrils and flowers coming out of them, and were quite susceptible to Emma's fiery bombs. We also discovered that there were some adventurers there that had fallen, and we took their gear and, very respectfully burned their bodies just to prevent them from becoming taken over by the yellow musk.
Respectfully is the important part.
Respectfully, I felt like it was pretty solemnness.
That's also stop them chasing us as well.
I mean, yeah, also mechanically smart, but solemnly polite.
And now, in the morning of the next day, we will come back. So, but before we go there, let's go to the movies.
Why did you ever come so near? Why did you suddenly disappear? I felt secure until we kissed.
As the camera opens, we see a group of travelers. We see them from far above, and watching them as underneath a dark and cloudy sky, the sun's light barely being able to poke through the brownish clouds that are covering the area. From far away, we can see what looks like the village of Pickering Road, a shamble of buildings and houses and fields, all torn asunder. Do I have a real description? The approach to this once lush village is like a scene from a nightmare. Smoke still rises from the blasted husks of the simple stone foundations in the village center. Hunks of blasted rock heap in large piles on the surface. Their jagged edges look akin to grasping hands reaching skyward. Perhaps a market was here at one time with a well and a pleasant town center, but now all that remains is smoldering slag and a rough landscape. Smashed into and through the hillside just beyond the shattered ruins of the village is a collapsed, large, gaping hole. Beyond this hole is a large, wide crater.
Recording in progress.
I'll cut the rest of it from the video later. Sorry, everyone.
Good catchiness.
Yeah, excellent catch.
Yeah,
I
well
was
done.
like, I didn't see the little red light in the top left, so I was like, oh.
She wrote it. I was like, oh, should I?
I know, I saw it, I was like, fuck.
It's alright, it's alright, it's alright.
Smash
Go
it.
ahead.
Now I kind of want to start the description over.
You can, please go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah, go for it.
The approach to this once lush village is like a scene from a nightmare. Smoke still rises from the blasted husks of the simple stone foundations and village center. Hunks of blasted rock heap in large piles on the surface. Their jagged edges look akin to grasping hands reaching skyward. Perhaps a market was here at one time with a well and pleasant town center, but now all that remains is smoldering slag and a rough landscape. Smashed into and through the hillside just beyond the shattered ruins of the village is a collapsed, large, gaping hole. Beyond this hole is a large and wide crater. The former stream that wove through the town has now been diverted, and water is pouring down into the rough edges of the crater. Nothing remains of Pickering Road, except the melted slag of farmhouses and building foundations along the smoking and scorched earth. The once mighty and historic orchards transmogrified into a blistered and corrupted mass of debris and glowing scoria. Things here look pretty bleak.
Ugh.
Wow, like what do they've done with the place? Like, we could move in now. It sounds like home. You know?
We see the party standing on a hill overlooking the ruined village, and the camera pans down to a small figure. Jiggles, what do you look like?
Jiggles is a small, tiny, no, not tiny, small form with a full-on head-to-toe red robe, which is sort of a woven material drenched in fresh blood from the recent escapades. Beneath the cowl, you can just about make out some a sack-like material of their face. But that's about all you can see. They're very pained to cover their face and any of their features whatsoever. And Jiggles is currently appraising the town, and yeah, he likes what he sees. It's a it's an interesting place.
He likes what he sees.
Well, it's all about the ambience, isn't it? You know, and if you grew up on a guillotine, like with people being slaughtered everywhere, then a nice
like
open
home, yeah,
expanse, yeah.
Death and despair feels good in a place like this.
Yeah. He doesn't even know what an orchard's meant to look like. So.
There you go.
Who responds to Jiggles?
I like what they've done with the place. I think Jet would reply to that, saying, "Well, the place is a big mess, but I guess that is where we came from, no?"
Yes, but you've got to look at the plus points. You know, there's no people, there's no animals. There is fire, but the fire can be put out. You know, that crater, give it some time, could be a nice sort of swimming pool. You know?
You know, Jiggles, that is actually the only thing I think I agree with you with.
Jet, what do you look like?
So Jet is a how tall did I say that she was? 5'10"?
6 foot, I felt like.
Oh, 6 foot. 6 foot. Wow.
In heels,
Good
in
lord.
heels, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
6'1" this week.
Yeah, she's a 6 foot woman with pale gray skin, who and piercing blue eyes, white hair, and she wears a cowboy hat that comes down to a point, always covering one eye, and she wears a dark red shirt that goes into a black corset, which is snatched tight, let's say that. Over that, she wears a black fur coat, and she wears these black pants, under which peek out these red, heeled cowboy boots with spurs on them, and she wears a big sniper rifle over her back, with like a brown leather strap to keep it in place.
And Jet, what do you look like?
Oh, Jet?
Joy. All the J's.
All the J's.
I apologize for the big J's. Joris is wearing he's put on a cape now. He's got his purple cloak over his shoulders. He's dark skinned with long white braided hair, in a messy kind of afro ponytail at the back. He is still wearing his waistcoat and his white waistcoat, which now is definitely not as clean as it was. He might have to remember to clean it himself, actually, because he is covered in dirt and bits of plant matter, which he's still trying to clean off. He's finding bits like in his cloak and in his hair. He's about, how tall is he? About 5'10", I think.
Shorter
like
than
average,
Jet. That's
Shorter
sure.
than Jet. Yeah.
Yeah, Jet was taller than him.
Yeah.
Wasn't she? I think so.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah. He's slim build. He's a half elf. He looks as he rose over the hill, he looked hopeful, like, go to town. And then he saw town and went, okay, fine. So he looks a bit dejected. But he's also checking on Emma to make sure that she is okay as well as the newest member of their group.
So as he like kind of looks down onto the other side of the group, we see Emma. What does Emma look like?
Emma is about 3 feet tall with bright pink hair that she wears up, falls in a giant curl behind her head. She is dressed in work overalls, brown work overalls, simple work shirt, and she has a bandolier across her chest with various reagents for her bombs and things, and now some samples of the yellow musk and the mushrooms that she found. And Emma is sort of conflicted right now between being absolutely horrified at the state of this village and kind of excited to see, what's happened with the falling star and what's going on here.
You are at the crest of a hill, looking down, and I'll point out a few different spots. Let's take a look at the map together. It's quite a large map, pretty big. I'm gonna try and get this onto the Roll20 as much as I can.
Sizable.
Yes, sizable indeed. You are, let's say, down here in the southwest. Oh, come on. Roll20, there we go.
There we go.
Trying to get the Roll20 to match with the OBS is it's proving more difficult than I can imagine. So you were like right above this point. And I would say that there are several points of interest as you're coming down this hill into the village as well. And you can see a lot of it from up here. There seems to be a small garden. Yes, a small garden here to the left as you're coming down. The path about you crackles underfoot as you trod upon brittle and charred leaves, and you can see mud seeping through the topsoil, browning the once pleasant grasses. Then we have the village center, probably around like right here where you saw that well earlier that could have been a sort of market square. Sorry, doing several things at once. There's a village center here with a well that seems to have rubble surrounding it. There are several buildings scattered about. The aforementioned orchards are up here in the north. And you spotted a small pit with smoke coming out of it from up there. But the crater that you saw is actually, as you come down, you realize it's over another hill on the eastern side of the map, just past a large tree here.
I see.
So you have to, if you want to make your way to the impact site, you'll have to work your way across the village proper and over there.
Okay. I think the first thing Joyous does is he claps his hands and holds them out, and he walks through a glowing, like almost like a door of prestidigitation, and just cleans himself off, like walking through a very fast car wash.
Okay.
And he looks and goes, looks like the path is already been made clear for us. Perhaps we should be careful, but I think maybe we'll get a better lay of the land from that tree there. From the well there.
Do we see any of the yellow vines or the strange plants growing here?
Make a perception check.
Oh boy.
Are you like looking somewhere specific? Are you scanning the valley?
Just checking like the ground near me
Okay.
in the area. Oh, 25.
25.
Ouch.
13.
25 and 13. Both of you. No, excuse me. Emma, as you're sort of looking around, you see this garden here to the north, where there are a few trees left and like a small little orchard, and you can see some strange fungal growths forming in the wake of the destruction. Your party is not yet close enough to the garden to disturb, however, the giant-sized slugs that are working their way through the fungal growth. You've managed to spot them as they're sort of blending in with the mushrooms and moss, fungus. What other... Yes, we have champignons, but I'm afraid I don't really know what other type of fungus exists.
Mushrooms, and I think isn't moss also some kind of fungus?
Yeah, like
Sometimes?
lichen.
Fungus?
Lichen, yeah.
Huh.
Like
These-
I think lichen can be like classified as moss.
I would
I
imagine.
don't know.
So werewolf moss.
Yes.
Gotcha.
It all
Yeah,
connects.
exactly. Exactly that.
Emma, you see Joy kind of like taking a step towards the garden, and what looked to you with your botanist's eye infected garden slugs, giant slugs. They've got these weird pustules growing on them, and the slime they leave almost glows like with a neon trail. And he's about to like step into a place where they
Joy.
might.
Joy, no, wait, come back.
What? What is it?
Oh, watch out. You see those slugs over there?
Ew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't
Yeah.
look normal.
Okay, so, guys, what are we thinking? We can either sneak around them?
I'll also say,
Speak around them.
Emma, as you're kind of like looking, you can see like hidden under the foliage and the like behind the trees, there are these like dried vines and what look to appear to be erupted humanoid-sized pods.
Oh, lovely. Great.
Oh,
Perfect.
no.
This place is no longer a yellow musk garden, but just looking at the pods, you can tell yellow musk had infected the area and was using this place to incubate their thralls.
Mm.
The
Yeah, I'll
garden
definitely
slugs,
So it is a
point that out
garden.
To everyone as well.
I mean, yeah, I guess, yeah, technically it's a garden.
They're growing humans. Come on.
You can see that amongst some of the pods there appear to be like items and the glint of coins.
Oh, well, no. Not worth it.
That's
Actually, I do have mage hand. It's like fish them out.
And they'll hear you cast a spell and immediately get.
Oh yeah,
Oh, wait.
I keep forgetting that like Pathfinder magic is different.
Horror.
Sure, do
Wow.
love having mage hand. Oh no, they don't.
There you go.
Emma, is there anything we can do to protect ourselves from this fungus, or have you got an antidote? Or
I do have antidotes, assuming this works the way most poisons work. But I haven't really tested that yet. I need to do some more research.
how long would that take?
Not sure, maybe a couple of hours.
Just, I mean, I assume I've got some kind of inoculation against it, but I can't imagine that would last long. You know, it's probably been nearly a day since we last had our fight. Is there anything we can do? Maybe wrap ourselves, color ourselves, or just not touch it?
Did I have the opportunity to study the vines and the mushrooms that I collected?
I think so. Like, at the camp last night. If you want to make a botany check.
Absolutely. $21.
Yes. I'm not sure you have enough to research or even like the materials to create some sort of inoculation. This is a great question. This is a really good question. The yellow musk. You have to be dead to be transformed.
Oh, right. Yeah, it is. Your character died previously, right? And then became a.
Oh,
Yes. So
Your favorite character? You said your favorite character died horribly.
my
that-
first ever character died to this.
the transformation takes an hour. So just studying it and the things you've seen and the things you know the transformation takes about an hour. A thrall itself, looking back on your research, you know that they only take the most rudimentary of actions. Bringing the yellow musk creeper, the plant, water, and new creatures to infect. So looking at this garden, you can tell that there once was a creeper that was here. The garden slugs must have, I don't know, or maybe the mud. There's this weird alien landscape is a little too strange for you to understand exactly. But you know also that the body of a deceased thrall sprouts a new yellow musk creeper within hours of its death.
I just hate the name Yellow Musk.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, watch out for the musk.
So it's probably safe to say that you also burned the bodies of the thralls that you fought with yesterday.
Definitely.
To stop them from sprouting.
So I guess maybe we don't touch them if we can help it.
Ideally, yes.
Well, how do we want to tackle this? Do you think we should start in the center and work our way around? Just go straight to the impact crater? Or the big smoky hole over there looks quite interesting.
Yes, I think so.
Maybe. Real quick, could you just pop on the map where the slugs are again?
You should be able to see them now, I think.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, never mind.
just north
They're
of
so
us,
small,
yeah.
it's teeny weeny.
I thought they were
Yeah.
eagles, so...
Those aren't slugs.
You just gotta zoom in. That's all. And they're
Oh,
literally
you know what?
they're
You're
literally
right.
the same size as your small comrades.
Then, yeah. If we
You can ride them.
acknowledge it. But I am thinking that perhaps this is a fight we do not need to take. We can sneak around them, maybe, and make our way to the crater.
Yes, they look happy over there, and I'm happy over here.
And yeah, if they make any movements, a quick snipe should deal with them. No?
Of course.
Can
Right.
Jiggles move up to the closest tree and take out their dagger and see how far the burning goes in? Like, was it just like a flash burn, or was it like a sustained heat for an amount of time, if that makes sense? Just to gauge how, like, was this just an instantaneous fireball going past, or the whole area was on fire for days?
It does make sense. So I would say that because you saw earlier in your travels that like this wave of heat came by super strong that like had like miles away, like it burned really dried up some of the trees and the ground of the area. But here I would say that it wasn't so much a sustained fire, that it was just a blast that quickly, that utterly destroyed. So, like, the buildings here, they don't look like they were on fire. They look like they were bombed.
Hmm.
If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps we should check in the buildings. If something fell on them, it could be interesting to see if there's anything inside.
Well, I can't imagine that any living thing would have survived that. I think the slugs came after the destruction. I think it's safe to say there's no survivors in this area.
Hmm.
So we're going to have to look to clues the old-fashioned way, I think.
All right. I say we start making our way carefully past these slugs, and keep an eye out for clues.
Yes.
Yes, we do not want to stick around too long. I don't think it might be dangerous.
Okay. Go ahead and start moving yourselves forward. To about where you want to stop. You can easily move past the slugs now that you know where they are, and not trigger that combat. Put it in mechanical terms.
Yeah, I think going until there is a very good idea.
Are we moving all the way down? Okay.
Well, you can go where you feel.
I guess, yeah, I mean, I don't think we need to stealth finish with slugs. We're okay.
Jet and Joy. Go ahead and roll a crafting or nature check.
Two things I am so very bad at.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, it's a 9.
Crafting or it's the same thing.
Oh, I should have done crafting. Crap, never mind. Still would have enough.
Call it crafting. Plus.
Well, it still would have been 10, so never mind.
Well, there you go.
Ouch.
It's a 1.
Oh.
I don't have a plus on it either, so
You know what? I don't feel so bad about my 10 anymore.
It's a 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Emma and Jiggles, go ahead and roll crafting or nature.
The 9.
$18.
18. Emma.
Hey.
You smell something rancid coming from this house here to the south, the right. And you see this in this burnt out building. The main wall is like open to the kitchen, and you can smell like a pot. Your nose picks it up immediately, like a pot of rancid and melted beans, like dry and cakey. Just smell it, and you see like mugs and spoons and the slag of a hearth. But there's a sparkle that catches your eye from the ashes inside the hearth.
Like
Can I get a little closer to see if I can see anything a little better?
Yeah, the wind sort of blows this hot, dry air. It's interesting because it's early spring, so it's still kind of chilly, but as this area itself, you can all still feel the residual warmth of the blast. And it looks like there are agate gems in the hearth, 3 of them, as the wind sort of blows some of the ash off of them. Agate? No, agate.
Is it agate?
It's agate.
Agate.
No.
You spy some Ajate gems in the earth.
Agate. I'm pretty sure it's agate.
I have no idea.
Agate. There are 3 of them.
I'll point them out to whoever is closest to me. And I think I'll go and carefully go and see if I can retrieve them.
Okay. It's easy enough. You go in. There's nothing else here in the burnt out building. Just the 3 gems, which are worth, I think 5 silver apiece. Do you make your way towards the well?
Joey does, yeah. That's his plan.
Okay. So you can probably move through this little crack here in the rocks. Let's move into the well, the center of the town. Go ahead and make a survival check as you move into this area.
Okay. Actually, I was going to ask, are the rocks like climbable, or are they like?
They are climbable for sure without a climb check.
I think he'd want to like pop on top just to get a good vantage point before just going through this pathway.
Okay.
Like onto I guess this one here. But survival, right?
Yeah, survival.
Could we tell whether they've been blown backwards from the meteor impact or from a different direction?
Upturned large chunks of rock form a natural protective barrier around the western side of the well. It could have been. They could have been here before, but it feels like they probably landed. There's like this feels like its own sort of impact area. To the north and eastern side of this well, the heaving ground has fashioned itself into several mounds, large mounds. And you can see thick rope-like vines with angry and dark-colored thorns growing on one of these mounds.
So from atop the rock, Joy's going to shout down to the others. I don't know, shout, just speak at higher volume. Just shouting, I guess. Anyway, he says, it seems that if our star came through here, then it is implied that it was dragging debris with it. That's my guess. There's something over to the east. But I can't tell anything more from up here. Jiggles, you have gone on ahead. Jiggles just starts walking straight through while he's talking. Be careful because, you have gone.
I was listening. I didn't realise you needed a captive audience. This well, it's obviously the focal point of the town. Maybe, is there any water left in it?
There is. But go ahead and make like I said, a survival check.
I got an 11.
Okay.
Got an 8.
Okay. The water looks drinkable. This looks like a nice place if you needed to make camp. It seems well protected from the environment, well enough at the very least. Emma,
you get in that, right?
What are you doing?
I will I'll also move in closer to the well.
I think I want to get on top of one of these rocks and then just take the gun out and look through the scope and scope out the area.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check, chat.
Lovely. Let's see. Perception is +6. Okay,
I got Jet and Joyous are checking around, looking around, and these just walked straight through and gone nice well.
Natural 20, going for a 26.
Nice.
Okay. And Emma, are you looking around the well? What
I'm going to look around the area of the well.
Okay. before I describe what Jet sees, go ahead and make a survival check, Emma, as you're kind of examining things.
I didn't you already rolled it? You got it there.
Oh, the natural 20?
That was your survival, right?
Yes, that was my.
Oh, hell
I
yeah.
did a survival check earlier. Yeah.
Okay,
my God.
nice. Yeah, just gotta make sure to call them out because our viewers and listeners can't see the roll 20. Emma, as you're sort of looking around, you get the sense you don't see any sort of tracks that would identify this area being well used. No animals, no footsteps, nothing that makes you think that people are using this area. It does. The rubble does would make it a nice place to lay low as a small respite, but then something pungent hits your nose. A sharp, pungent odor that assails your nostrils. And you spot these giant stink beetles emerging from the rocks around you. At the same time, Jet, you spy to the north 4 yellow musk thralls moving in your direction. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Jet and Emma will get a +2 to their initiative.
Lovely.
What's that?
Would you say that my initiative counts as perception?
Yes, and actually, Emma, you can use survival here as your initiative if you want to.
So I get
Wait.
+8.
15.
Don't forget to click your token and hit the button up top. Emma, I'll go ahead and add your initiative in.
It's my token, right? Oh god. Did I not? Oh, I did. Okay. Thank God.
15. Perfect.
I got 17 before you said that.
17.
Got a 7.
Pickles. 7 for joy. Now I've got to roll. Was the rest? The stink beetles, of which there are actually only 2, makes things much easier on me. I'm gonna roll. I'll roll perception for that. And for the thralls, I will also roll Perceptione, which is a 0. Because they are plant zombies.
Ugh.
Okay. But these beetles emerge. And so, Jet, you are first.
Okay. Well, I already have my gun out, so that's really nice. Yeah, I'll just take a shot.
I rolled so badly.
Or will I take a shot at one of the yellow musk guys? I mean, they've noticed us, right? I saw this, that they've noticed us, and they're looking in our direction.
They're moving in your direction. Whether or not they've noticed you is hard to tell. There's no real looks on their faces or anything, but they will see you sooner than later.
Yeah, and also they'll probably hear me if I fire a shot, so it might as well be at one of them instead of one of these beetles.
Not a bad idea.
So is that so range wise? How far do I go? How far is the range on my arquebus?
Pretty far. Was it like 100 feet?
Trying to read it somewhere, but I don't know where. no idea. God. Very annoying. That doesn't really help me either. Should I just look it up real quick? Hold on. I have to.
It's a vamp.
Otherwise, I mean, I might have disadvantage or something, you know?
And you climbed up onto a rock, right?
I did.
Which
yes.
rock is it?
Let's say the one closest to me, or maybe on top of this one.
Okay.
On top of that one. Pathfinder. Please.
It's such a huge map.
Arquebus.
It's kind of exciting how big the map is.
Yeah, it's massive.
Range increment 120 feet.
Yep.
Okay. So if I take that ruler out real quick, that'll be enough. Okay. They're still within range. No disadvantage for me. Cool. Hit plus 10. Okay. So I have plus 10. Lovely. Cool. Slash.
Second combat. Go!
Yes. Okay, that's not great. It's not great. I'm gonna shoot to the one closest to me.
Okay.
So this one probably. Did it hit? It's a
Yes.
14.
14 hits
Okay.
exactly.
Lovely.
Nice.
One shot, one kill is when it's something else. So, no, only a D8. 1d8. Oh. Slash R. 1d8. That's not. Ah, nice. Max damage.
The shotgun
Isn't it plus 2, actually? I think it's 10.
+2, +1 for being bombastic. That's not the word.
Fabulous.
Concussive.
+1 for being
Concussive.
fabulous.
Concussive.
Awesome.
Yes. So it's 1d8 plus 1 normally, and then plus 1 for concussive.
Okay. So 13.
So 10.
10 points of damage. There we go. The shot just rings out across the warm valley, and you can see this thing reel backwards and like just barely pull itself back up, pieces and chunks of its body falling off of it. You've got
Lovely.
2 actions left.
2 more actions, yes. I think I'll just reload and fire another shot. And
Yes,
hope
Mark.
that it hits.
Okay. -5 on the shot.
Yes, exactly. Slash R 1d20 plus 5. Damn it! Bad rolls. Bad rolls.
It does not
Every
hit. It goes wide. Keeping track of your ammo, right?
Is there a keeping track of ammo? I don't know if I have what kind of ammo I have.
Oh, we'll talk about that later. Okay.
Oh boy.
Looks like you're in
This giant stink beetle, which is literally the size of Emma and or Jiggles, crawls out from this rock. Let me take a double check at how these stink beetles act. As it crawls out of the rock, it just there's like a huff of noise that comes out from it. I need everyone
Oh,
to make a fortitude save.
marvelous.
Well,
You might get a bonus to this.
13.
13.
I
Fail.
haven't rolled above 10 today.
Fail.
I got a 10.
Fail.
The smell alone is making Joyous unable to concentrate.
Inez, excuse me.
19.
Jet is the only one who passes. The rest of you
God.
are sickened by the stink that is emanating from this beetle.
Is it a disease? Because I get +1 for death effects, disease, and poison, and plus saving throws against strained, paralyzed, or sickened conditions.
Yeah, this is a second condition.
Okay, so I get a +1, so it's 13.
Still
That
not
makes it
enough. Your twine becomes like infused with the stink, completely putting you off. And the beetle will just go ahead and kind of scurry forward, like Jiggles.
After being covered in the stink and like looking around, he's just going. They're just going to lash out at the one behind them. Can you target in Roll20?
No.
Like you can in. Okay.
At least I don't have it set
just-
up like that.
If you hold down the mouse on the one you want to attack, it'll just give you a little ping.
That one. Yeah. And just going to do a standard attack with the dagger
So
for.
I was gonna say, first action, draw your dagger.
And just sort of bring it round behind him. Then.
Yeah.
That's a 9.
Unfortunately, the beetle definitely dodges your attack. One action left.
Can I try again? Just
Yeah.
out of sheer sort of desperation.
-4 because it has an agile weapon.
Can you do that as if you click on the second or third attack? Does that count?
It's a
as
second
modifier? For a 9 again?
Oh man,
Damn.
what's happening?
The yellow musk thralls. They have a speed of 25 feet, and they only have 2 actions. This one begins loping forward 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and begins moving forward again 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and it's just moving into the area. Emma.
Mhm. Right, so I'm going to wait for the yellow musk thralls to get close enough to use the bombs on them. But until then, I'm going to ready my crossbow
Okay.
and take a shot at the stink beetles that are closest to me.
Okay. So you draw your crossbow. Sickened means you are taking a -1 on the rolls.
Okay,
All your checks and DCs have a -1.
-1. Okay. Oh, 12.
A 12 is not going to hit. The beetle scurries quickly out of the way. You've got 1 action left.
I'll try it one more time.
You've got to reload, unfortunately.
Okay. I'll go ahead and reload for next time.
Okay. The other stink beetle right next to Jiggles is going to just try and bite it. I think Sickened also is going to lower your AC by 1.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. It counts as a DC. You can spend a single action retching in an attempt to recover from the sickened condition. Just throwing that out there.
Choose to puke.
Exactly. You're fighting back the sensation anyway. We'll go and try and bite into Jiggles. 27.
Yep.
What's your AC?
13 at the moment.
So because that is 10 over your AC, that's a crit.
Oh my god.
Oof.
So we're gonna roll 1d4 plus 2 and multiply the result. It's gonna be 10 points of damage as it just reaps into your legs and begins pulling out twine and thread of your body. Then I think it will scurry back and climb up to the top of this rock and just sort of vibrate its wings at you. Not that it doesn't actually have wings. They're just decorative. Joyous.
Cool. That looked great. So Joyce is going to hop down off the rock, and he's going to go ahead and just. I'm going to use a spell. It's not a spell strike. It's a spell. Hold on. Spell combat. So spell combat. So I can get down, and in a full action I can attack and cast a spell at the same time.
Right.
Which is what I'm going to do because this guy is chewing up my body. So I'm gonna make a stab with my rapier. Yep. 16.
16 hits.
Hey, all right.
Nice.
So yeah, I stab him through that with that. I'm gonna roll. Yeah. 3 damage.
3 damage.
And then I'm going to use electric arc. I don't think I can get them both. Actually, they're not near enough to each other. So I'm just gonna get this guy here.
I think so, but I wonder if when you're doing spell strike, that it's specifically against the, because you're moving it through your weapon.
Yeah, hang on. I'll just check the wording of electric arc. Although, I'll be honest, I can probably do a Ray of Frost instead.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll do a Ray of Frost real quick, just to bugger it up. Ray of Frost. Cool. That's 1d3. Well, better than nothing.
Okay. Another 3 points of damage as your blade, like, probably... Describe your spell, actually.
Oh, nice. Yeah, he jumps down. He's going to slash through the bog with his rapier once, and then as he brings it back, he pulls it back and runs his hand along it, so like frost appears along the rapier's edge, and then just jams it in again.
Okay, nice.
It's very smelly. This is not pleasant.
Yeah, it's one strike. It just combines both. So
Oh.
so you're doing weapon damage plus the spell damage.
Then I guess as he's jumping down, he's doing the icy blade, and then gives it a little stab.
Very nice. Magus for the win. Then we go. We've got the last 3 yellow musk thralls. They move sort of like in this lurching formation. 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, as they're all like back in that original formation that they were in before.
Jet, can you keep them off us? Keep the moth thralls away from the well.
We'll try.
Round 2, Jet.
So I totally forgot to do my fatal 1d6 as my first attack, the one shot, one kill thing.
Uh-huh.
Can I roll the d6 now and that he still gets the damage?
Sure.
Lovely.
Because if it's enough.
No.
I'm thinking if Jet and Emma can keep the thralls away, then Jiggles and Joy can probably handle these bugs. And then we'll finish them off together.
5 damage.
As the thrall runs up, it sort of trips and its body like discombobulates and it dies.
It actually was one shot, one kill.
Just took time to register.
Yeah, exactly.
These things are slow for a reason. All right, Jet, 3 actions.
Yes. Okay. I have this thing. Cover fire. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use that. So I'll have to reload first.
Okay.
That's one action. And then I use one action to use cover fire. I'll read it out. You lay down suppressive fire to protect allies by forcing foes to take cover from your wild attacks. Make a firearm or crossbow strike. The target must decide before you roll your attack whether it will duck out of the way. If the target ducks against a +2 circumstance bonus to AC against your attack, or a +4 circumstance bonus to AC if it has cover. It also takes a -2 circumstance penalty to ranged attack rolls until the end of its next turn. If the target chooses not to duck, you gain a +1 circumstance bonus to your attack rolls for that strike.
Okay. These things have no minds. They aren't even registering, so they won't be choosing to duck.
Lovely. Okay. So does that mean that I just make one strike attack against one of them?
And you get the +1, I think.
Yes. Lovely. Okay. So +11. Okay. Well, should be good then.
Is this
I hope.
one action or two?
This is one action.
Okay. Interesting.
It has one little thingy.
Arrow,
yeah.
right.
It's one little arrow. So /R 1d20 plus 11. Oh! 20 in total.
Okay, that hits.
Lovely. It's not a critical, no?
Nope.
No, it's not. Sag. Okay. Well, /R 1d8 plus 2. 7 damage.
Okay, which one were you striking?
I guess I'm doing this one.
Okay, 7 damage. You lay down that covering fire, and it just kind of like, it's wildly turning, and the bullet just like cuts straight through. It takes
Lovely.
quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, so it's supposed to, I think it's supposed to like look like I'm like firing so many shots, like all that kind of stuff, and they just they have to duck out of the way or not. I mean, they
Cool.
won't, but yeah, she looks a little crazed, let's say that. She like, it's almost as if you can hear in her mind the evil laugh that she's doing while she's like like covering that fire.
That's probably fine. That's probably normal.
Yeah, a little bit of Jinx arcane energy. I think after that I have to reload again.
Okay.
So I'll reload, and that's it.
Okay, we go to this stink beetle here. I think first it's going to bite out at Joy, who just like damaged it quite a bit.
That's fair.
15 versus your AC?
No, misses.
Miss. So what it's going to do then is it starts like chittering, and it begins vibrating its wings out at you. It's in a cone, so Jiggles, you barely miss it.
No.
Joy, I need you to make a fortitude save.
Oh god, I hate these sticky bugs.
It stink for real.
And don't forget, you got a -1 on this because you're sickened.
Oh, then I got 18.
18. Okay, that you save.
Just like immediately hold his breath. Nope.
Sees the beetle charge up.
Yeah.
So I think you're gonna take half damage and not be deafened.
Oh, it's a deafening thing. Okay.
Well,
You take 1 point of damage of sonic.
No.
one singular point.
He puts his hand over his nose and doesn't realize it's a sound thing, and takes 1 point damage.
Jiggles.
I am going to cast Acid Splash on the one southeast of me.
Okay.
Oh, didn't do that. I don't know how you actually roll it in.
18 at the top.
Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't realise why it put all the rubbish in there.
Well,
yeah,
just so that we know. 18 hits.
Cool.
Describe your spell. 2 actions. Verbal and somatic, presumably.
So after Jiggles is sort of, you know, he's having the stuffing ripped out of him quite literally. He just turns around and just his eyes just start to really glow, and you feel all of a sudden this trembling, and then he just brings sort of one of his hands around and just does that and just flings this blob of acid straight at these little bugs, and then he immediately sort of just collapses down a little bit onto the ground after he's finished casting.
Okay. Roll some damage.
Damage.
1d6 plus 1.
Yeah.
It's damage.
1d6.
Describe your kill.
I managed to roll it 3 times for some reason. Yeah, the acid just sort of splashes onto him and just sort of starts like sucking into him.
Oh, it gets under the wings because they're out.
Yeah, and then just sort
Yeah.
of they just start dropping down in bits and blobs, and and then just a faint little whiff of steam comes up.
You've got 1 action left, my friend.
Disgusting yet effective.
I'm going to move back over this way, not too far, just about 10 foot. If I use the right thing, just over there.
Okay. We come to one of the musk thralls, and it begins moving in that direction. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's 1 action. And then for its second action, it takes it strides forward here, and for its third action, reaches out a fist to slam into Joyous.
Oh, damn it.
There you go.
Love it. Okay. What are we getting?
16 to hit.
No.
Damn, what's your AC?
18.
Okay, perfect.
Oh my god.
However, as it
Beautiful.
hits you, pollen bursts in your face. Make a will save.
Gross.
-1.
Okay.
All these stinky,
Ooh,
gross
24.
things.
Oh, wait, 23 minus 1.
You are unaffected.
Oh,
It's just so. I just cleaned this.
amazing.
And now that it's ended its turn next to you, you need to make another reflex save or be grabbed by the tendrils that are coming out of it. I love yellow musk thralls. They've got so much going on for them.
Yeah,
you
that's
do.
so great.
Of course
yeah.
you do.
Love
Of course you
them.
do.
Is that with -1 again?
Yes, until you throw up.
Ugh, not 1.
Not
That's a
1.
7.
That's a critical failure,
Yep.
which means you are, I think, just regular. You're still just grabbed, flat-footed, and immobilized, and sickened.
God.
Damn. All right, Emma, you're up.
Okay, since I already have a crossbow bolt loaded, I will I'll try to shoot at the thrall that has joy.
Okay.
Emma, take it. Ah,
I think
take the shot.
there will be. It might have some cover because Joy is in the way.
Wait, do not take the shot. I did not
Do I
take the
risk
shot.
do I risk hitting joy?
No, you just take a penalty to your attack,
Okay,
Oh.
alright.
or it gets a bonus to its AC rather.
Oh, okay, alright. And I'm still -1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 12.
12. Yeah, that wouldn't have hit even with the +1 to its AC that it gets. So you're just trying not to hit Joy and
Duck.
the bolt kind of pings off into the rocks.
Okay,
2 more actions.
Yeah, can you... I'm sorry.
if I use a bomb because of the splash effect,
Yes.
is that going to affect Joy?
Probably, yes.
What if she aims at the bug instead?
The splash effect is just 5 feet. It's only
Yeah,
1
so she
point
aims-
of damage, I'm pretty
If she
sure.
aims at the bug, then it'll get the 4, but not me.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I will I'll use the quick alchemy to make a firebomb. And
Oh, wait.
wait, what? It's not a firebomb?
No, it's fine. It's just like, yes, and then saw you making firebomb, but oh no.
Oh.
And I will throw it at the beetles. Or the
Oh.
beetle.
Okay.
Okay.
You got this.
So I've got -1, and because it's your second attack, there's a -5 on this as well.
Oh, jeez.
So that equals
I
up
believe in you, Emma.
4.
He says, disgusted.
7. The bomb is going to go off in a random direction. 1d8. 8. 1,
Towards
2,
me?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it goes here. But so the beetle will take 1 point of fire damage as it just kind of soars over it and smashes from the other side. 1 point, right? That's the splash damage?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, okay. I think the beetle is going to sort of hop down. Wonder if I can find a place to get you both. Yeah, that's it right there. So it literally hops down and glides and begins moving its wings super fast again. I need you both to make fortitude saves from its intimidating roar. More of a drone, honestly.
Very intimidating.
Like a little
Yeah.
kitten mew.
Wait, is that me as well?
Yes, Pan and excuse me, Jiggle, Joy. Oh, all the names. Joy and Emma.
It's okay. It's okay.
It was a 4 roll.
Oh, I forgot the -1.
Oh, thank God, it's a dirty 20.
Okay, you're gonna take half damage.
Oh no.
Crit fail.
Oh no.
Oh.
So let me just double check. I think it's double damage
Oof.
on a crit fail as well. You take double damage listed. Yep. So not only so Joy, you take 2 points of damage. Emma, you take 10 points of damage from the sonic.
Ow.
You
Oof.
are also deafened and stunned.
Wow.
Stunned 1. I think you just lose you lose an action next turn. Yeah, you lose 1 action on your next turn. Okay.
Sucks.
Yeah, that is not great. Joy.
Okay, I'm still grappled by this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Can I spellcast while grappled?
If you attempt, yes, you can.
Okay. What do I have to roll to get out of the grapple as well?
While grabbed. So I think you have to roll.
Oh wait, sorry, no, I wasn't grabbed. I got pollened, but not grabbed. Is that right?
No, other way
Yeah.
around.
I got grabbed and not pollened. Okay.
Not pollened, grabbed.
Right. Okay,
You can roll like athletics, I think, or acrobatics to try and escape it.
Cool. I'm gonna try and get out of this first. Is that with a -1 still?
Yeah, everything's with the -1 with that second.
I gotta hurry up and be sick already.
You use
15?
the escape action. 15?
Hmm.
Yes, you are able to escape the grab. That's one action.
Nice.
I'm gonna do that, and I'm going to whirl around. And you know what? This guy's getting on my nerves. I'm just gonna go ahead and slap him up with a. I'm gonna hit him with rapier, and I'm gonna use burning hands during.
Okay, cool.
Can I help with that? I have a reaction thing.
Oh,
Yeah, I have a reaction called Fake Out, where the trigger is that an ally is about to use an action that requires an attack roll, targeting a creature with your weapon's first range increment.
okay.
And with a skilled flourish of my weapon, I force an enemy to acknowledge me as a threat, make an attack roll to aid the triggering attack. If you dealt damage to that enemy with the same weapon since the start of your last turn, you gain a +1 circumstance bonuses roll. I don't think I damaged this person yet, so
No.
I don't get the +1, but
Okay. You don't do. You're not shooting at it. You're just like flourishing, right?
I think I am making
I think it's like
an
a
attack as
provoke.
well.
Yeah.
Like a provoke.
Go for it.
Nice.
Yeah, make an attack roll to aid the triggering attack. So
That counts as an aid check. So if you get 15, Joy will get a +1 on it.
Okay,
Lovely.
I'm gonna do my roll first.
so my
go ahead.
attack roll is just +10 then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you make your attack first and then I do the
You
aid?
go first. You go first. 'cause
Yeah, you go
your
first. And
reac-
I
I
get
go
a +1 if it
Your
works.
reaction's interrupting.
1d20 +10. Damn it! I'm
Oof.
fucking that one,
That's
really?
a critical failure.
Oh,
Joy takes a -1 on this.
Oh
What?
my
Huh,
god!
really?
Yeah.
so I've got -2 now.
So you do something that totally distracts Joy.
Yeah, so I attempt to do a skilled flourish where I take my gun and I do like the switching of the posts. I do that, and it's
Joy,
supposed
what are
to
you
look
doing?
very
Ah!
menacing. And Joyce is like, "What? Excuse me."
It's so distracting. I take
Yes.
-2. Okay, well, I'm gonna try it.
Okay.
Oh yes,
Rolls.
23.
23. Describe your spell. Strike.
It's a similar. I think just because you kind of talk these spells into being, he has to like kind of whisper to his blade. And again, like the ice blade, it whooshes up the end with flame. What did you give me last time? It was purple, right? The NG you gave me.
Yeah.
Yeah, purple flame. Why not?
Cool.
And I'm gonna stab this to the face. For oh crap! Slash R 1d6. So that's 5 damage from the attack, and then for the fire. Oh, and they're weak to fire, right?
They are.
Okay. God, it's hard to keep track of spells in this thing. Sorry, guys, 1 second. Cool. Okay, okay, great. That's 3 damage.
Nice.
Just 1d4 for the burning hands?
Slash level. Sorry, slash level. So
It should be 2d6 fire
I
damage
got 1d4 here. Oh,
for burning hands.
my bad.
For the
Let me
level
roll
1
again then in that
spell,
case. That's 6. Yeah, it's a level 1 spell.
right? Okay, describe your kill.
All right, yeah, he whirls around, gets momentarily blinded by the sun glinting off Jet's gun, but in the world, and goes, yeah, he does it, just slashes right across the thing with the fire, and decapitates it neatly, and then immediately cauterizes it.
Okay. All right. Well, we've got some more musk thralls moving in. Just steps over its friend's body. I don't know if it's a friend or not.
Do these rocks give us any kind of cover, or is it just like they can move through them like we did?
They're moving through then.
Okay.
10, 15, 20, 25. That's moving into its second action.
Yikes.
It's going to move up here and around. That's it from that one.
Okay.
And then the last one's coming in. 10, 15 is going to move up to this beetle and just strike down at it.
Ah, let's go. Actually helping us. Fucking dumbass.
Maybe these guys were not bad in the whole time. We've
That's
been
a
killing them for no
20.
reason. Oh my god, oh, never mind.
Well,
Just kind of crushes the beetle for 4 points of damage. I guess the beetle now has to make a will save against the pollen and a reflex save against the grab.
You know what? I'm okay with this.
I love it.
Is fascinated. Crit fails from the pollen, which
Wow.
means
Definitely okay with this.
it's totally fascinated. It just tries to be close to the thing, and then the grab. Let's make a reflex save. Fails, so it just becomes entangled. Yeah, bad news. Jet.
lovely. I guess if he's gonna kill that one, I guess I will leave it alone because I think that if I kill the musk creeper now, then it might not do damage to the beetle. So I'm just gonna go to the undamaged one and I'm gonna aim for that one. Hope that
Okay.
it works.
And it's got light cover. It's going to get +1 to its AC because Joy is in the way from where you are.
Oh yeah.
That's alright. That's alright. Don't even worry about it because I'm gonna roll very well here. You'll
I am
see.
somewhat worried about it yet, but please do.
These rolls are insane. Every time I'm in a combat, I think Jet is cursed.
Still,
think
still
Jet is
very,
cursed.
very worried, Jet. Very worried.
I think Jet is very cursed.
13 is just a miss.
Yeah, of course.
Or technically, yeah, 13 is definitely a miss. You got 2 actions left.
A reload and then another attack.
Okay. Here we go.
Do you like the reloading?
Oh!
Again? That's cool.
That hits.
Nice.
Thank
22.
God.
22. Nice.
Thank God. Okay, it's a 1d8 plus.
Which god? Or just
She
the
has
gods?
a person that she worships, no? I think she does. Wait. Does she? I think I put like a little thing, but I'll look at that later. Oh, 8 damage.
8
Nice.
points of damage as it bang rips right through it. Pieces of corpse and plant matter spewing out onto the ground
Right-
behind it.
Right past Joy's head.
So close to the face.
So close.
Haha, Jiggles.
Did we establish? Are these actually undead creatures? Like if I cast
They're
heal
not.
in an area,
They're
No, they're-
plants.
Yeah, puppeted
if I cast
corpses.
heal in an area, then it will heal them as well.
Yep.
Yep. Right. Damn it. Scuff as well. I was going to do. I will just come up to just behind Emma and just lay a hand on their back and just heal them. If I can remember how to do that.
A 1 action heal.
Yeah, touch is 1 action. So what is it? 1d8, which is a 7 points.
Describe your spell.
Jiggles just comes out and it just almost sort of not, I was going to say caressing, but that's weird. Tentatively is the word I'm looking for. 2 very different words. Tentatively just sort of just touches the back of the gnome. And you just see this bright flash, and I assume you see Emma react in some way. like a jolt or a spark.
Emma's very surprised, and since she can't hear how loud she's being, she turns around and shouts, "Thank you!"
Jiggles, I think you have one action left.
Yeah. Can you cast 2 spells if I've still got the action?
It's a one action spell.
Oh no! It's a 2 action spell. Sorry. I will cast guidance on Inez, 30 foot, so I should be in range.
On Jet.
Mhm.
Shit.
Lovely. Thank you.
So you get a +1.
What does that look like?
Thank God.
You just, after the healing, the other hand sort of comes up, and it's just sort of like almost like a little laser beam, like a sniper shot from his eyes. But in a motivational
Cyclops style.
sniper shot. Yeah.
Cyclops truly took
Yeah.
me off his sunglasses. Oh my God.
You can hear the magic cry
Yeah.
out.
Love it.
All right, Emma, you've only got 2 actions this round because you are
Right.
stunned to 1.
So
Did
I
you
think
apply your
I'm
healing?
going to. Sorry,
Did you apply your healing?
I did. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So,
I am going to use one action to create an alchemist's firebomb, and the second action to throw it at the beetles.
Okay.
Which one? John, Paul?
Uh, because even if I miss, it's going to hit the squirrels.
Potentially. Don't forget the -1 for your
Possibly.
sickened status.
We all gonna have to be sick after this. It's everyone just like getting going. All right, let's go.
You know that feeling when you're like, oh,
Oh,
Ooh.
That one.
ouch.
Oof.
yes.
Wow.
God.
Well, luckily there's no like proper crit failures in. It's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which means both of the brawls explode from the sparks of fire
Alright.
they take. But the beetle also takes a point of fire damage, as does your friend Joy.
Oh no. Sorry, Joy.
You've singed the cape.
I'm just gonna throw this cape away. I don't know how you do it yet.
As the thrall dies in fire, the tendrils kind of withdraw, ungrabbing the beetles, and the pollen starts to like go up in dust as well, and the beetle just like scurries away under the rocks and takes us out of initiative.
Nice.
Oof.
Oh, that was
Thank
touch and go.
Oh. The camera pans away from Joy as he's like leaning back up from behind a rock, sort of maybe wiping. I feel like you're probably dabbing at your mouth with a handkerchief or something, like something maybe frilly or laced. Joy,
Does Joy have that?
you're muted.
Oh, you're muted.
Ah, damn it! Yeah. No, Joey's definitely like he's pulled out. He's got maybe like 3 entries, just going through them all. She's like looking very, very unhappy. It's so undignified. But at least he feels better. I guess he'll turn to the others and go, is everyone all right?
Oh, that was horrible.
We've definitely had less disgusting battles.
It was not pleasant. Maybe we should try and avoid combat with that many enemies.
Well, a surprise is a surprise, but we will keep our eyes open. That's a smart move.
I need to heal myself. Is anyone else need any healing?
How long's a short rest in Pathfinder?
There are no short rests.
Okay. Okay. I
Although-
see how it is, Pathfinder.
To drop a little Pathfinder knowledge, I will say being trained in medicine allows you to treat wounds, which takes about 10 minutes. So 10 minutes, if you've got someone like a medic in the party who can do that, it does seem to be about 10 minutes. 10 minutes is also the required time to get back focus points for focus spells. If any of you, I think Jiggles, you have a focus spell, for instance. If you had used it, you would have used your 1 focus point, and then you could spend 10 minutes resting and get back that focus point.
Yep.
For example, like a Bard's Inspire Courage is a focus spell, and they would be able to use it once in the battle and then take a 10-minute rest after. So there is a short rest mechanic-ish of sorts, but nothing like in 5e.
Okay.
Or
Well, I don't have
like
any training
the
in medicine.
Starfinder short rest either.
Yeah.
What about my conditions? How long does it take to recover from those?
So the sickened recovers when you retch. The stunned,
Saying
hate
it is
that word.
uncomfortable. Yeah.
I just love the word retch.
Oh god.
Because it doesn't say vomit, it's just like,
Weirdly, vomit is better than retch.
I suppose
Mhm.
so. The deafened, though, was just one round.
Oh, okay.
So everyone's conditions should be clear. The thralls that are nearest to you, by the way, you see, as you kind of like just glance over, you see that the vines behind them have been dragging some objects along with them. You see one of them has like a sort of a small coffer that like is just kind of like wrapped up in vines at the small of its back. Another one has like a sack that's sort of like hanging off of its shoulder side. And then a third has like a small wicker box that's just like merged into its stomach.
We'll take some time to grab those. She goes, perhaps you would get the that box, and I'll get anything that isn't stuck inside one of these things.
You are already filthy. Why does it matter if you're any more filthy?
What? I do not want to get any more filthy. Also, I thought you'd enjoy rummaging around insides.
Well, that's true. Okay, you've got me there. Yeah. So Jiggles finishes up his healing and then wanders over to get to the box and investigate it.
So I'll post this in our Discord chat as well, but for everyone else, the small wicker box, you can immediately smell what smells like rotten eggs, a sulfuric type of smell. You can see that the box contains 2 cracked and leaking hard-boiled eggs.
Oh god.
Nice.
1
Ew.
gold. 1
Covered
gold
in egg
piece.
and leaky egg.
It's a leaky hard-boiled egg too, like.
So glad I went for the other
That's-
stuff.
And you also spy in there a blank rune stone.
Mm.
Oh.
This, yeah, you can put runes on it, obviously, and then you can, if someone was trained in it, and you can use that rune stone to transfer it to an object. So I will also point out there was a rapier with a +1 rune on it that one of the adventurers had before.
Oh my god, that would have been so handy.
It would have been. It's just +1 to attacks, but still.
I pretend that I knew that all along, and I pull out a +1 rapier and use it to cut the vines off this other stuff that's being dragged along.
So you open up the coffer. Inside you can see 22 silver, a lesser smoke stick, and 2 lesser healing potions.
Ah, excellent.
And then the
Oh,
sack contains 60 copper and a vial of snake oil.
Okay. We'll divvy up the cash later. Snake oil seems useful for Emma. Actually, wait,
What was
no.
the copper,
Jiggles,
sorry?
Jiggles, and And like oil.
How much copper was it? Sorry, I missed it.
60? I want to say?
Okay.
Yeah, 60 copper. Emma, go ahead and make a crafting check as you're looking at the snake oil.
Okay. $23.
23. You can tell that this. I mean, I already said it was snake oil, which kind of, but indeed, like it looks like it's supposed to be. There's probably like a label on it for rashes, but you can just like by swirling it around and looking at the mixture, and then maybe like a little sniff. I don't know. Is that how you would examine
Yeah,
it?
I think so. She's a sensate gnome, so I think, yeah.
Take a sip of it.
Like maybe put your
God.
finger in and.
Yeah.
You can tell that it might make a wound or a rash or some sort of discoloration disappear, but it's not actually going to treat the thing at all. However, you could sell it for a gold, at least, for the right rube.
Alright, yeah, I'll keep that on me for now.
Jet, what are you doing?
What am I doing? Not really. Not much, really. I mean, I think she's looking around. And yeah, not really. I mean, she doesn't have any wounds or like HP to recover. So I think she just is kind of still scoping out the area.
Go ahead and make a perception check. You're at the top of the rock.
All right.
You've got your.
Yeah.
There's enough to see.
Oh. Ugh.
14. So
14, yes.
to the east. See what I can reveal on the map without. Well, I have two maps in Roll20. One with enemies already set up on, and one not. So yes, you've got the well to the east. There is some like sort of murky haze beyond these hills and mounds directly to the east, so on the other side of the three buildings. It's hard to make out what exactly is going on over there. To the north, as mentioned, there is that pit in the orchards with some sort of steam coming up out of it. Hard to tell what made this pit, at least from this distance. But I will say, with the 14, you do spy two things of note in the northeastern part of town. You spy a building that's been pretty blown open, and you can spy two boars that are kind of meandering in the yard. That would be... And actually, I'm going to go back to here and move them onto the map so that you can... There. In this area. Two boars that are just sort of like wandering around this area, this house.
All right.
And
you
then
said there were two. Yeah, another thing.
And then beyond that, you spy this tree over here. And from this distance, you can see the tree is sagging. As if the wood has lost its hardness, its structure, and has become soft, malleable. It's like it doesn't. Maybe the bark has been burnt from the coloration, or I don't know. It's a little hard for you to see from this distance, but it's the material of the large tree looks strange.
It looks like deflated.
Deflated and saggy is sort of is a good description for it.
Okay, that's unusual.
I hate that. Okay.
Oh, you'll
I
hate
think
it.
she. Excuse me. Well, I think she'll call out, like, while she's scoping it out. She just goes, 2 bars in one house, northeast, and one. And you hear a little click as if she's like zooming in. Sagging tree.
I am sorry. 2 boars and a saggy tree?
What?
Is that like a code? She goes, is she doing a code? I have not known her as long as you have.
It is the first mention of any kind of saggy wood I've ever heard from kids. I do not know.
She has been keeping an eye out for saggy wood.
It is maybe too much retching and a bit lightheaded. Wood does not bend. We all know that.
Jet, what do you mean by saggy tree exactly? Is this a euphemism? We do not have time for games.
You know I will never play games, Joyous. You of all people should know. No, it is a tree that looks like it has lost its hardness. It looks like it is a tree who is sagging.
But like flaccid sagging, or
I think she means like it is flaccid.
just dejected sagging?
Oh. It is like the tree is deflating.
Ah, why did you not say that in the first place, Jet?
I still do not know what she means, but let's go with it.
Being dirty is
Just
childish,
man
really.
away. Well, we've got choices, These boars, do we need food, or are they a threat? I could probably scare them off, but I'm at my last spell slot.
Our main thing is to make it to this crater. But I am curious about the tree. I wouldn't want to get too close and not realize that there is some kind of effect of sagging. I simply cannot risk sagging.
I think we stay away from enemies for now on. We are strong, but not that
Avoid the
strong.
boars.
Yes.
Oh, what's that?
I definitely think we should avoid the boars.
Yes, agreed. Let us make our way to this tree, perhaps. It may have some answers.
What?
Maybe we could try and skirt around the boars, but I'm fairly sure I could scare them off if it needs be.
So to be clear, the tree is here, right? This is the tree?
Is that big one?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we can go right around the boars.
Well, to go they're around this house, which is you could probably find a way to skirt around them.
I mean, how about we just sneak?
We could go north past the hole and maybe around the top of the boars, or southeast and skirt to the rubble, and it's 2 birds, 1 stone if we go north.
What is so interesting about this a hole to the north?
It's smoking.
We are
Generally
looking for something that fell from the sky, and that is a smoking crater.
It's like the smoking gun, smoking craters, problems.
There could also be enemies there, so we should be very careful.
we could try flushing the balls towards the hole and see if that causes anything to happen.
If they sag.
We have already seen that they attack each other. They have no issue.
Emma, what do you think? You have been very quiet. Are you okay after the battle?
Yes, I'm just thinking. I would like to see what's wrong with that tree, but avoid the boars if we can. And I really don't think we should rely on them for food. I think there may be something wrong with the animals here. We should
That seems
be careful
like
about eating them.
Okay. You are the botanist. Jet and I will cover you. Jet and I will cover you. Jiggles will go alongside you, and we will make sure that you are not molested by boars in any time as you check out this tree.
Yes. Okay, so I will move toward the tree. Which,
Okay,
which tree was it?
This big one over here to the east, northeast.
Right.
Can I before we go, can I give Jet guidance?
And it lasts a minute, doesn't it?
Oh, you don't ask me. That's right. Never mind.
I made that mistake.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, okay. But when we get closer, then I'll do it, just in case you have to poke a ball.
Okay. So yeah, please, with your tokens or you can use the ruler. Which go ahead and try and outline which way you're headed in this direction.
I'm thinking hang on. I'm thinking a diagonal straight to following where Jiggles is, just straight through these rundown houses. Probably to this rock here. This seems like a good vantage point.
Okay, stop. Actually, can you put yourselves back to right here?
Because there's fog there, right?
There is that weird misty haze in this region.
Ah,
I will move you.
Can I discern if it's poisonous of some kind, or I mean, I'm not very good at nature or whatever, but
Can you? Perception or survival?
perception. Huh. Or survival?
Mhm.
No. Perception. Perception, please. Or 1d20 plus 6. It's a 7 with a nat 1.
Okay.
I got
oh wait, we
six.
don't have the minus anymore, right?
No, you don't.
Oh, thank God.
So, none of you.
Oh come on! I got a 9.
Emma, go ahead and roll perception as well. And we're gonna count those as your initiatives.
No.
Please no.
Sorry.
9.
Sorry, not sorry.
Uh,
As you come through the haze, you can see 3 more musk thralls moving in this area, sort of looking around and spying the group of you there. And we're gonna roll some initiative once more.
this shouldn't be so bad. We can probably just take them out and they're grouped together, right? So
They are. It could be
Yeah.
quick, but they might get the drop on you. What was that? 9 for Joy.
Mhm.
6 for Jiggles.
Yeah.
7 for Jet. I know why I want to say Inez, because it says Inez there in the roll 20.
Should I take that away? Okay, hold on.
And
you can
9
change
for
bottom right.
Emma. We'll just go ahead and roll these.
Actually, can Emma make the bombs and hand them out? Is that a thing she can do, or is it like a one-shot one use?
With quick alchemy, I have to use them by the end of my turn, or they're no good.
Okay.
Got
Okay.
it.
So as you're moving this way, all of your attention's focused on the boars to the north. And for this purpose, I will say that the boars sort of are like in the building and kind of moving away from where you are, so that they don't get pulled into this combat. As the
Stab the
Thank God.
boars.
God.
I run away from the monsters and into the boars.
Oh my.
as you hear the thralls just begin moving in your direction.
For crying out loud.
Okay, cool.
Music is quite funky.
They're gonna start moving. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And it ends, it's just like begins moving right over here. And as soon as it does, the tendrils reach out and try to grab at you, Joy. Make a reflex save.
No, leave me alone. Reflex, yep. 22.
Okay, you are not grabbed.
I've been here before. Get away.
Another thrall makes its way. 5, 10, 15, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It just comes straight up into all of you.
Oof.
And I have to decide which one the tendrils are going to reach out for. Rolling a 1d3. 1 for Emma, 2 for Jet, and 3 for Jiggles. Jiggles, make a reflex save. Retrotet nods, of course.
14.
Just barely, as the tendrils sort of scratch at the hem of your robe. Emma.
Alright, I don't want to risk hitting anybody with the fireball. If I can move around to this side of the thrall and try to throw a firebomb at this one.
Which one?
The one right in front of me.
Okay. You will take splash damage.
Oh, I will.
Okay.
Can you move
Oh,
a 5 foot step away first?
Saying that I will.
Yeah, if you will, and especially, you will also have to deal with the vines if you end your turn next to it.
Okay. Can I move just a little further then?
I mean, you had, 20 feet? And you were right here?
25? Yeah.
That was only 15 feet of movement.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll move back just a little bit. Right there.
Okay.
Okay, and then I will I'll throw a firebomb.
So this music is really funky. It's
Nice.
it's kind of okay, yeah.
Exciting.
Alright, firebomb!
Oh, 7.
Haha! Let's roll 1d8, see where it lands. It lands right on Joy.
God.
No!
Roll for damage.
This cape is going in the bin. This cape is destroyed. It's not worth it.
Two.
2 points of damage.
Alright.
However,
Oh.
both of the thralls take 6 points of fire damage from the splash.
Yeah,
So-
nice.
There's something. Joy! You just had fire splash on your cape.
The cape is still alight. He doesn't notice. He stabs this dude twice. Oh yeah, it's +1 now. Can I say that I switched with
Yes.
this? Okay, thank God. Hey, 23.
That hits.
Sweet. If I attack again, it's a -5, right?
Unless it's an agile weapon, which would be a -4, but it is not.
Okay. Just
Double check.
again.
But go ahead and roll for damage first.
Oh, okay. One. All right.
One.
Let me take another shot.
You don't have any strength to add to that? I guess not.
No.
All
No,
right.
it wouldn't. Oh no, it wouldn't. It's that's one. So that's this one +4. It's 20, 30, 20.
20 hits. But just FYI, it's a -5, so it'd be a +3.
Oh, 19.
19 still hits. Roll for damage.
Five. There you go.
Describe your kill.
Oh man. He walls around, noticing his clothes on fire, and stabs him as he's like going, ah!
And it falls to the ground.
As he walks around, he sees the other one behind him, so he's too busy going for the cape, and then sees one of these zombies and stabs it instead. Twice. Once in each eye.
You've got a third action.
Ooh.
Unless your first was drawing the weapon. I think it's safe to say you had your weapons out.
Yeah, I think he was looking at this and going, I should have had this baby a long time ago. I forgot about this. Can you attack again? Or is it only move?
Yeah, I mean, it would be a -10 to your attack. The 5 is with each iterative.
You know what? Let's go for broke. Why not?
Crit fishing.
-10.
So technically like a -2 from your total. And you can write the whole thing out. 1d20 +8 -10. And just get it all in.
Oh, great. Okay, yeah, that's much easier. Okay. -10. Sweet. 13?
13 does not hit.
Ah, Griffin, you kept me suspense.
If you had been, I was like, is he flanking? But no, if you were flanking, that would have hit. But unfortunately, there's no direct line, nor, yeah, unfortunately not.
I got too cocky there. Okay.
The one of the vines just like pushes your rapier aside at the last moment.
I deserve this.
Jet. That was really close though, considering.
Yeah.
All right. If I back up, can I just get out of there without an attack of opportunity? Oh, they don't have those, right?
You have not noticed these things with attacks of opportunities.
Oh, they don't have them. You're right.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take a 20-foot back, and then aim my weapon and go for it. +10. That is a natural 20 to make it a 30.
Oh yes, nice.
Okay.
Nice.
And
So-
this is oh my god. Oh my god.
Come on, do it.
This is my first shot, so it's one shot, one kill, plus if it's a critical, it becomes a D12 damage instead of a D8.
This
So-
is definitely gonna be one shot, one kill, this right?
We out here. Let's see, so
Is it fatal or deadly?
what do you mean?
The trait on the arquebus?
It's a fatal D12.
Okay, so it goes up to a d12.
On a critical hit, yeah. The weapon's damage die increases. Yeah. Okay.
There's also deadly, which will add a die to a critical hit, but this is different. I had not seen the
Okay.
fatal before. Cool.
So 1d12 plus 2. And then
we'll double the result.
Nice.
And then 1d6 plus what? Nothing. Just 1d6 more. Let's go.
6 plus 5
Lovely.
is 11.
Yeah.
Times 2. Describe your kill.
What did you do?
Nice.
Love it. So it's a I think it's like it's writhing around and she's like, nope. So she turns around with her gun in hand, like running, and then she makes a slide for it and like gets on one knee and then aims right for the head. And then she goes, there you are.
And third action.
Love it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Swag around.
Paying off now, yeah.
I think it's just a reload.
Okay.
Just seeing that like empty shell just shoot out of the gun is like love it.
Jiggles, this thing that was trying to grab at you is just exploded in front of you. What do you do?
Have I got direct line of sight for that one down there?
Yeah, it barely touches the corner of that house.
So Jiggles is going to reach into there, sort of just pull out their sleeve and untie a piece of material and just pop a small stone in it, start spinning it round and just make a sling ranged attack at that one.
Okay, first action, draw.
Yep.
Second action, load. The slings are loading. 16
Yep.
hits, though.
Cool. And it is 1d6 blunt damage.
Plus strength
Oh,
if
wow.
you've got it, I think.
Strength is 2, and I got a 1 on the dice.
So, yeah, you add plus 2 to that.
So 3.
Thunk! Bounces off the top of the head of the thrall, and it just... It was going to move forward. 5, 10, 15, 20. We'll stop here and just a fist down onto Emma. Emma, no!
Oof.
Or no.
Oh no! Oh no! I can't even do it.
Or nor.
Emma, no!
And,
The fist goes down. 12 versus AC.
17. So
You are easily able to dodge it, but as its arm swings over your head, the tendrils reach out to grab you. Make a reflex save.
ooh. Ah, 26.
You know what you're doing. You're not gonna get grabbed by this thing, and it is your turn.
Okay, I think I'm gonna move back a little bit so I don't take any splash damage and give me a fireball sign.
nice gun.
That is a miss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 goes right behind it. So it will take some splash damage, scorching up the back of its legs. You can hear the vines sort of squealing in that like too high-pitched tone to actually hear, but you can sense it almost. 1, 2, 3 actions. Joy.
Yeah, Joy's gonna go ahead and finish what he started by nipping over there. I think I'm gonna try and like interpose myself between Emma and the Muskian.
The
The
thrall.
Musky thrall. I'm gonna stab it. It's what it deserves. It's 26.
That is a crit.
Hell yeah.
So we'll double the result of your die roll.
Sweet. Because that's gonna be. Okay, that's me 4.
4 points of damage is enough. Describe your kill.
Okay. I think he's getting there. He's really sick of these guys. They just get the shit out of him. So he just kind of like wanders over and like with a deft slash, just like cuts it down.
Okay. We're out of initiative.
I am tired of these stupid dolls.
I'm so sorry that I keep setting you on fire.
Also being set on fire. It's fine, but I'm going to have to get a whole new cloak. I can't even station this.
If only you would stay far away from the fire. Huh?
Well, the fire comes to me, so I don't really have much of a choice. Still, that was good work, guys. We took them out much easier than last time. Let's press on and maybe keep our eyes more open.
I think we need to keep them at a distance from us, it seems.
Yes.
Is the
Can
mist
I...
still here?
Oh, sorry, go on. Yeah, go on. I was going to say the same thing.
Yes, the hazy mist is still here.
I want to try and get to this rock to get like a bit of vantage point.
Okay. As you move up under this rock, you look up at the tree. Here, at the far edge of the village, lay the remains of a gigantic tree. The hot wind shifts, and the smell coming off of it is horrendous.
Ugh. I hate this village.
Maybe not from where you are, but if Jet takes a look through her scope, or jiggles through his spyglass, you can see that the tree is covered in insects of all sizes, crawling and buzzing along its scarred and burned, undulating trunk. Its mighty crown of leaves is entirely barren. The upper branches are shattered and torn, as if a giant child plucked away its majestic flowering petals. The coloration of the tree is wrong. It flounders in place like an enormous jelly pudding, lumping and awkward, as if awaiting a knife to release its inner fruit.
That sounds like something's inside that tree. I'm just going to call down to Jiggles and I'll go, you know, on second thought, I think perhaps we should avoid this tree. This looks bad. And I'll regale what I just was told about it. I'll hop down the tree off the rock and tell them.
I think we will be hard pushed to have another fate. I think we are all running on empty.
Agreed.
But if we can, maybe we should burn the tree down.
Again, with the fire, Emma.
It does solve many problems.
It does, but I think that this problem will get worse with fire. So I think that we should leave the tree alone for now and maybe come back to it later. After we found this star.
The star could be in there. That could be where the star is. Is this
Inside
the
the
saggy tree?
It's definitely more likely to be in a crater than in a tree.
This is
covered in
absolutely the saggy tree.
This is the saggy tree.
Looking at it with a little more time studying it, it looks like rotted meat.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
Delicious.
Of course.
If we are going to burn it, I think we need to go in hard and fast. Otherwise, if that thing can do anything like the vines, or we are not going to fare well.
Perhaps we should check the crater first and then come back to this tree, just in case there is more than one problem afoot here. Right now, the tree is disgusting, but keeping itself to itself.
Or again, we could try flushing the boars that way. See, if it likes a snack.
You want to feed the wild boars to this tree?
Well, we could try feeding you, but I thought you might be a bit adverse to that,
Folds his arms, unimpressed.
We could put your cape on the boar,
Do you know, I was going to toss it anyway. I think this is that idea is fine. The boar can have my cape.
I
Still.
think that leaving the tree alone for now is the best idea that we can have. And just look beyond these hills. See if the star is over there. If it is not, then we will look at the tree.
I feel that if anything, part of the star, if it is a star at all, may have come off and into that crater, and then we can press on from there. But we are more likely to get answers from things that seem to have fallen from the sky than things that are covered in writhing, meat-like bugs.
Could I study the tree with an arcana-based eye through the telescope? See if I notice anything.
You absolutely can.
Magic or anything like that.
Roll Arcana. I will also point out, so one way up over the hills is past the tree, but you notice down here south, you can climb up the hills here and make your way towards the crater on the other side by avoiding the tree.
Exactly.
The tree is
That's just a
one
nine.
way through.
Just a 9, I'm afraid.
It's
Wait, what is this here? Oh, sorry, go on.
I was gonna say, just to Jiggles, yes, it's clear to you that this tree has been transmogrified. More than that, it's hard to say. I mean, you've never seen a starstone. I don't know if you've ever even seen a transmogrification, or what that even means.
Something's up, but I don't know what.
Right.
Hmm.
Yeah, what was your question, Joy?
I was asking about this here. This smoky.
There's that pit up near
Yeah.
the orchards.
So, yeah, because sorry, when I was saying crater, that's what I was talking about.
Aha, okay. Because there's the big crater that you spied on the eastern side of the village, where the diverted river is flowing into. But here is a pit that is smoking. The crater itself is not smoking, it's just covered in fungus with the river as well. But then this is just a pit.
Okay.
Pit.
Big old pit. I kind of want to get closer and have a look at this pit. Actually, with your spyglass, Jiggles, or even, could you see close to this pit? Anything looks like you should check it out?
I think we would have to get closer to see in it. I can see over it, but not in it.
Maybe we could throw you on top of one of these buildings.
You go for it if you want to. If you feel it would help.
Okay. Can I toss Jiggles up onto the roof of one of these buildings so we can have a look? I mean, he didn't say no, so I'm taking it.
I'm willing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm willing. So.
Yeah, no need to roll for it. As we're exploring a building, I'm going to go ahead and roll for a... it is a random event, but I don't want you to get nervous by me using that word.
Sure, yeah.
So
Random
everyone,
encounter.
first off, go ahead and throw them up onto the building, and
Okay.
everyone can roll society or survival.
Is Jiggles heavy? Like, how weighty is he? Is he like hollow?
He's
Stuffing and
the
things.
size of Emma.
Okay, but Emma's like flesh and bone, whereas Jiggles is made of like stuffing and
Oh.
fine.
I would just imagine that their weight is low comparatively.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna. Okay, I'm just going to. Okay, I'm just gonna scoop him up under the arms and like that gif of Pikachu where Ash throws him into the air. I'm just gonna do that with Jiggles.
Yeah.
I didn't know you cared, Joyous. As he flies away.
I'm sure
we
it's
going
more
north or
like
south?
a lift and help, like reach. Than a,
Oh, is it?
I mean, I don't
It's
know.
like a
How high
full-on
is this building?
football throw.
A throw is a lot.
Yeah, I get a run up. I hold Jiggles like a proper rugby ball.
Easily, it's easy enough. You're taking your time. You're being careful while
Yeah.
they're doing that. Emma, spilling out from the walls of this broken house. I assume we're like going to this house here,
Yeah.
the one here to the left.
Yeah, best viewpoint.
You spy the glint of coin, Emma. And if you take a look, you can see 3 gold, 26 silver pieces, and 12 copper.
Is there anything in here that looks unsafe?
No, it looks like that this side of the house, if you like take a look, it looks like this was maybe like a bedroom. You can see a scorched bed inside. No bodies or anything, but they must have been hiding their money in the wall, and the wall is now broken open, and the coin is spilling out.
Okay, yeah, I'll go and retrieve that then.
Jiggles. As said earlier, you can see the boars sort of just kind of walking around this house here, this building here. And then the pit beyond, you can see a pit with ochre colored smoke fanning out of it. OCHRE. Okra?
Yeah, I think
Ochre.
Okra.
Okra, I'd say. But that's me.
Okra. Ochre. I have no idea.
Mhm.
It's one of those words.
Oshri.
No.
Ochre and agate.
Ochre.
Ajate
It's ochre.
and Oshri.
It's ochre.
Ochre.
It's ochre and agate,
Got
by
it.
the way.
Got
It's
it.
agate.
Agate, so I was right.
You were right. Yes, absolutely.
I was just messing with you.
And a person who knows about crystals.
Ochre. So it's an ochre colored
Yep.
smoke, which is like a brownish, yellow brown, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is it smoke or smoke? Or...
It's smoke fanning out from the pit.
God.
Terrible dad joke.
You can see that about 20 feet from the pit is like a yellowish film that's kind of like covering the air.
Well, I'll relay this information to the others. I get the feeling that might be causing the change. I do not want to go near that smoke. Emma, have you seen anything like this?
Is that related at all to the yellow musk pine?
Roll a nature check.
$22.
Okay. Probably not. You're not exactly sure what is causing the smoke to come up out of the pit. But you do looking at like you would guess that the smell is pretty rank, and would potentially make you nauseous entering the area.
Yeah, so it doesn't look like anything related to what we've seen before. The smell is really horrible, though. I wouldn't want to get any closer to it.
I think maybe with the last choice we have is the crater. Maybe we could skirt south around the meat saggy tree thing, and they're not words I expected to ever say in a sentence.
I agree. Perhaps discretion is the better part of caution here.
Would you help me down?
Oh, right. Of course. Yes. I try and help him down.
Okay. You make your way south around the tree towards the crater then.
This way.
Okay. As you come over the hill, you see, just over the rise of the hill, lay tragic devastation. A crater more prominent than the village reveals itself. Large fragments of strangely shattered and warped stone glint in the fading light as the brown-gray clouds roll in thicker than ever before. As I mentioned earlier, you can see across the way that the diverted river empties itself into the thirsty opening as a dull haze hugs the indented earth. Strange and mysterious insects dart about in their erratic dance above the haze, reveling in its wrongness. And that is where we'll end today's session.
Oh, I can't believe we avoided the weird meat tree and got into an even more gross situation.
Yeah.
But this
I love it.
is where the Starstone crashed through into the earth.
Nice.
Finally here after weeks and weeks and weeks.
We've arrived, yes.
And it's funny, Darren hasn't
picture,
contacted
leave.
y'all once.
Oh, wait. How long have we been out here, though? It's been a long while?
Several days. It took 3 days on the river. Then it took 2 days journey. 2 days journey from Saddleworth. It's been about let's say 5 or 6 days.
Yeah, no, you're right. Crap.
Maybe, just maybe, we'll be
Suspicious.
hearing from him soon.
Okay. Well,
Is he the tree? Plot twist.
he's in there.
Just a big meaty tree. Cool down.
Ew.
But until then, let's move into goodbyes. Retro Ted, who are you? Where can we find you? You got anything to plug?
I am Retro Ted. You can find me at twitch.tv/Retro Ted. Our next stream will be Wednesday, where we will be wrapping up LA Noir. Ken Phelps regain his reputation and uncover the mysteries of 1947 ish.
Yeah. Old
But yes,
times.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, Wednesday afternoon for Smack.
Me? Okay, cool. Hey, Pan, thanks for watching. You can find me on Twitter at StellaOnCore. You can find me on various shows. It's all in the pinned post. You can see it all there. Thank you for watching. Bugs and fire. Smelly bugs and a lot of fire today. Times.
Meat trees.
Yeah, meaty trees.
Meaty
and smelly
tree.
bugs and fiery vine zombies. Good times.
Are you Explorers of the Vast? Is that streaming this week?
No, we are currently on hold. Don, our GM, and Glorious Leader is just moving house. So we're on break for the moment, I believe. I could be wrong. If I am wrong, I'm very sorry, and it'll be on my Twitter that I was wrong and that don't beat me. But check it out anyway at hexaheroes.com. No, twitch.tv/hexaheroes, because that's great. Don't hurt me, Don, please.
Vinny.
Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Vinny. You can find me on Twitter at hex_GM. And I think I've just determined that Emma does not like bugs or bad smells.
Yeah.
Wrong place to be, Emma.
Yes.
And then it's me. Hi, everyone. It's me, your friend Inez. I've been your glittery friend for today. You can find me everywhere on @NN666. Twitter and TikTok are most active right now. The Twitch streams will come back very soon, hopefully, after therapy. On Wednesdays, not this one, next week, Wednesday, you can catch me on @Lightfoot Rogue on Twitch for a Vampire the Masquerade stream, where I'm playing a woods witch who is now dubbed the Woodland Empress, and is very
Sounds
much
very
turning
you.
into her villain arc. I mean,
That also sounds very you.
meeting Shakespeare and all that stuff, and the God of War. It's fine, don't worry about it. Yeah, it's fun. Come watch. And is that all? I think so. Yeah, that's all.
Okay.
Thank you. I love you.
Hi everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. All of our dear friends in chat. Wonderful seeing you here as always. We will be back on Monday with another episode of Champignons de la Liberté at 1930 GMT +1. That's British summertime, for those who don't know. I have been and am and will remain Crifu Bernal. I will be streaming our series finale of Wrath and Rolls, the the Pathfinder 2e conversion of Wrath of the Righteous, over at twitch.tv/Capricorn, the Capricorn Cross, on Wednesday. If you want to check us out, I think it's after RetroTed's stream. Usually, you're in the afternoon. Anyway, and then, so this weekend, yeah, super excited. I'll be streaming over with Roll for Good, a European-based TTRPG organization that does big charity stream events. This weekend we're raising money for World Kitchen. I'm a newly minted member of the mod squad over there, and I'll be kicking things off with the first stream as a player in Forever and Always, in which we are role-playing Faerun's first ever reality dating show, The Intended.
Wow. Oh my god. That's cool.
Crifu kicking off being a mod
What is going
right
on?
over there.
That sounds
I'm playing a elvish monk circuit gay who likes to dance and is very passive aggressive, and it should be a great time. So I think that is at 10:30 a.m. British summertime GMT +1.
For those of us who don't know, what is a circuit gay? And a monk. What is a monk?
I mean, a monk is a martial artist. A circuit gay is, I think it's a very American thing, because my boyfriend didn't know about it either. Is a muscular gay guy who is quite shallow and vain. Probably parties a lot. Does drugs too, but also like looks down on other people for not living a healthy, clean lifestyle.
Oh, just like a huge douchebag.
Yeah.
Just a really hot buff
role?
douchebag.
Yeah. But it's mostly about like dancing a lot and being hot and just like being like, oh my god, you don't do drugs, but also you don't have a healthy
And
I hate this guy already.
It's referred to as circuit because you do the circuit and you follow the circuit parties around the country usually, and there are these huge parties with hundreds of people dancing for hours, like well into the morning of the next day, in like some warehouse or some huge club. Just nonsense. I've never experienced it myself, and I probably won't ever. I don't. That's not. But that's what roleplay is for.
Get out there.
Exactly.
Get real buff.
Research. Yeah.
Do a bunch of drugs.
Yeah, he's an influencer, so he's hoping that this.
Oh god, I hate this guy so much.
He's hoping that his appearance on The Intended will help boost his reputation, and also, he's looking for love, sort of. But yes,
So you play this guy as a massive heel.
he's looking for love, but mostly fame.
Yeah, of course.
He sounds great.
Yeah, so check that out. Follow Roll for Good. It's going to be at twitch.tv/rollforgood. We'll be raising money. It's gonna be a wonderful time. That's on
Hell yeah.
Saturday. It's a full weekend thing, but we're kicking it off Saturday. And yeah, so that's about it. We're gonna go ahead and raid, but thank you once again, everyone, for hanging out, and we'll see you next week.
Nice.
See you then.
Take care,
Bye.
guys.
Love you. Bye.